Good morning, everyone. Welcome to October 8th. Don't know how that actually happened, but September just flew right by. Hopefully, you're all hanging in there and doing the best you can to um, make the best of a different situation. Um, yeah, I'm here to talk to you today, though, about advising and registration because it is that time of year again to talk about how we're going to get that done for the spring semester. Um, Clearly, it's going to be virtual. I will be meeting with all of you individually, and there's some pieces that you still need to get ready for me, and we're going to talk about that this morning. So, first of all, if you haven't, please go into your Access Point account, look under My Classes, and then on the left-hand side, you'll see registration information. You'll see when your cart is available, which is now, and you'll see when your registration day, your window opens. You'll see that information is in there. So everything is there in Access Point. You just have to find it, My Classes, Registration. So you should put that in your planner or your calendar so you remember when to register so you don't get behind. In the dates of the classes or the dates and times of some of the junior level spring classes have been tweaked a little bit. We had some conflict for our post-bac folks who are trying to take 264 and 345. They were at the same time. We've done a little shifting around. So please, if you are signing up for the junior spring 345, 366 array, please make sure that you go back into the shopping cart and check out those times to see if everything is still working out for you, those classes plus the other electives that you have in the list. If you have your graduation plan, you should be working off of that. If that needs to be tweaked or if you have tweaked that, make sure that when we meet for advising that you have that along, or you can, or at least it's pulled up somewhere that we can share screens and talk about next steps. So make sure that you're looking at all of those pieces. On the degree progress report, so you can open it up. I don't like that version on the computer. I like to open up as a PDF. It's easier for me to read. Make sure we're checking total number of credits needed towards graduation. So you need 120. There's going to be that little box that says how many you've taken and how many you need. There's also going to be that next line for upper division, 300 and 400 level courses. It'll say how many you've taken and how many you need. Make sure that your math and my math that we've done on the grad plans and what's on the DPR are the same. Your math 90 and 95, they do not count towards total credit count. So if you've had those in your hopper, know that if you're going to do a course history count, that won't work. So take the number that's on the DPR for total credits taken and how many are left and make sure that you are on track, right? We don't want to get overwhelmed at the end and go, oh my gosh, I need 6 more credits and now I'm freaking out. So we don't want to freak out. We've got enough going on. It's the last thing we need to do. So make sure that your math and my math come out. I'm going to send you this registration form. It's the one that it's blue. Typically I give you this blue one. So it's going to be now it's a fillable form. My grad assistant made it into a fillable form. It's a Word doc. This is what I want you to use. You need to fill this out. Just type in it, right? Fill out everything that you need to do and the classes that you're going to take here. If you want to put alternates, you can. It's really more for your information than mine. And then instead of giving you the orange form like I normally do, I'm going to miss my orange form. I really am. You guys probably won't, but I will. I've now created this box down at the bottom. It just says notes and questions. So if I have missed a substitution or a waiver, or you have a question about a minor, or you have anything else that you want to put in that section, you should just type on there. It'll let you do that. Okay? So fill out this form. This then gets saved and sent back to me, and then I will so we can talk about that at your advising meeting. So you should do this before you meet with me, and then we'll have this to talk about, okay? Does it mean it can't change? No, you can change it, but I just need to see what you're thinking so we can look at your DPR and we can look at and I can pull your DPR up when we meet on Zoom, not a problem. I want to have this ready to go when you and I meet. I will then I will print this because I love trees. Print it and then, or I'll send it to my grad assistants and they're gonna make sure that Everybody gets on the prereq list and I give permission for all of that. Then I release your hold for advising and bada bing, bada boom, you're ready to go. Okay? So that's how this is going to shake out. There's a link underneath my signature now. I'm a little more hip and with it. I have a bookings. It's so fancy. So use the bookings link underneath my signature to set up an appointment for advising. In the link is a Zoom location. So it's under location and it should also be embedded somewhere in the email that you get. That is the link for the meeting. When our time comes to meet, just click on that link and you and I will join forces to get advised and registered for the spring semester. If you need to talk about your grad plan, or if you feel like this meeting is going to be longer than 30 minutes, I think you can opt for a longer appointment, but you may need to email me separately if you think you need more than a half an hour. The Zoom meeting can go longer, but if I have another back-to-back, then I'll have to just reschedule with you. I sent you the dates for registration. That window should come open in November sometime, so I want to try and get you guys in and through the mix before that date opens. Seniors and juniors, I'm going to want to see you hopefully sooner than later, especially if you're in the education group. I want to make sure that you get that set up and get permission for all those education classes, just to make sure that we're on time and ready to go. Also remember, Psych 325 closes very quickly, so if it's in your list and you're a junior or senior and that's on your list and you want to take it, please make sure that you have all of your ducks in a row for registration, because that one always closes and then we have this conversation about 325. So make sure that is set an alarm, do like 7 post-it notes, whatever you have to do. Just make sure that you don't miss that if that is in your list, because it's always a tricky one to get. I think that's all. Okay. You guys are hanging in there. You're doing the best that you can. I know this format is not ideal. No one loves this, but this is our world right now, and we have to just continue to use each other for support. You know, email me, set up another meeting with me if you want to just vent and talk about how awful life is. You can. I'm happy to field that and just talk with you. If you are on campus, I don't know if you can get in. You can't get in the clinic unless you really need to, but if you want to ring the doorbell and I'm usually here on Thursdays and Fridays, and you need some candy, you can just ring the doorbell and come on in and get some candy from me, or let me know you're coming. I'm happy to give you. I have lots of candy I gotta get rid of, so I'm sad not to buy new candy this year, but you guys aren't here, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I'm hoping that things you're hanging in there. Be safe. The campus is doing a really great job. Just be really safe, be really smart. We talked about this earlier in the summer. This is where you get to use your critical thinking skills and your leadership skills. Wear your face covering, make good decisions and smart choices. So especially those folks who are wanting to do clinical stuff, we are already seeing the ramifications of roommates who get sick, roommates who are bringing it to the apartment, and then they have now contact with their clinician or clinicians. That impacts you. I know you don't have control over roommates all the time, but these are the things that's the domino effect, right? So just be smart, be safe. The sooner we get our job going, the sooner hopefully this will all be over. Okay. Keep in contact with your staff as things come up. If you need to be gone, if you're going to miss a class, is there a Zoom recording that you can watch, making sure that you're communicating with them. All that other good stuff. If you are or have not yet, it is your civic duty to vote, however that looks like for you. I'm reminding you, as your SGA has also asked us to remind you, is that there's lots of get out the vote opportunities. So make sure that is part of your to-do list before the 3rd of November. I think that's it. Okay, again, I worry about you guys. I hope you're doing well. Zoom me if you need to. If you're on campus on Thursday, Friday, and you need some candy, let me know. I'll hook you up. And then I will see you all very soon, as my calendar will soon explode with appointments. So, okay. I don't want to go more than 10 minutes, so I'm going to stop. All right, be well. We'll talk to you soon.